A warm good evening to all. On the behalf of Team I Ask Ayush and our streaming partner Vaidyagrama, myself Shivashankari from Government Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Nagarkoil, welcomes you one and all present connected with us in this beautiful session Ayurveda Shiksha Learning Series. Today, our chief guest, Dr. S. Rajapandi, MD Ayur, HOD of Panchakarma, Government Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Nagarkoil, is with us. And Sir is going to speak on the topic Chikitsa Upakrama in Ayurveda. We welcome you, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
Now, let's have a short introduction about our chief guest. Sir has completed his BAMS from Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. Sir has completed PG in Panchakarma from DNM Ayurveda Medical College, Karnataka. Sir has worked in Shantigiri Ayurveda Medical College, Palakkad, Kerala. Sir has worked in Vaidyaratna PS Barrier Ayurveda College, Kottakkal. Sir has worked in Ayurveda Medical College, Coimbatore. At present, Sir is working in Government Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Nagarkoil as HOD of Panchakarma Department. Sir has conducted Ayurvedic special programs in All India Ayurveda Radio, Nagarkoil. Sir is working as editorial board member in Journal Ayurpharm, International Journal of Ayurveda and Allied Science. Sir has presented a paper on conversion disorders, a case study organized by Vaidyaratna P.S. Warrior, Kottakkal Arya Vaidyashala. Sir has presented paper entitled on Vasti, organized by All India Ayurveda Congress, Tamil Nadu chapter in 2017. Sir has participated in 5th Ayurveda conference hosted at Vaidyagrama Ayurveda Healing Village, Coimbatore. Sir has presented paper on introduction of ECG at Vaidyaratna PS Barrier Ayurveda Medical College, Kottakkal. Sir has participated as resource person in CME on Panchakarma sponsored by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Department of Ayush of India. Sir is awarded with Vaidyar Y. Mahadevan Iyer and Dr. B. Vaidyarathan Memorial Award for his contribution in the field of Ayurveda. Ayurveda has emphasized that health is not only the absence of disease, but it is the state of normalcy of dosha, dhatu, mala, and agni. It includes the prasanna, atma, indriya, and manas. The main objective of Ayurveda Chikitsa is to restore this normalcy. And today's topic is based on this Chikitsa Upakrama in Ayurveda. So, without any further delay, I would like to move to the session, sir. We welcome you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you. I'm hearing. I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the technical glitch, all the audience. And first of all, I thanks to IAS team, my colleague and friend Arun Ilanjalian and Kalayarasu and Dr. Somu. They are doing wonderful job. The continuous years. Um, it's really it's pleasure. They are giving the continuous platform for me to present my papers and views. Today we are presenting Chikitsa Upakramas in Ayurveda. So next slide. Next slide. Okay, if in Ashtanga, if you take the 14th chapter, as in Ashtanga Sutra 14th chapter, Divido Upakramanayam means the two types of treatment. So in the Sutrasana, first 13 chapter, if you take that all the sutras are coming from Riducharya, Dinacharya, Roga Upatpaniyam, Annadravinjanyam, Dravavinjanyam. The 10th chapter is Rasavedyam, Doshavedyam, Doshavedjanyam. Then 13th chapter is Dosha Upakramaniyam. Then 14th chapter, if you after all the sutra, when the starting the treatment after Doshopakramniya, they are coming for the Dividopakramniya, the two type of treatments. Two types of treatment. So from that, all the sutras, they are explaining how to treat the patient. And in the same Langania Brahmani Adhyaya in Charaka Sutra, 22nd chapter. So Acharya very clearly defined. So there are the three doshas, but when you are coming to Chikitsa, only the two types of Chikitsa. We will see what are the two types. As per the Charaka is clear till Langani and Brahmaniya. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. So in Divido Upakramani Adhyaya, the treatment is classified Sandarpaniya Chikitsa, otherwise called Brahmana, or Abhadarpana Chikitsa, otherwise called Langana. So, and here the Brahmana treatment is Pradhana with Prithvi Jalabhuta, and Langana Chikitsa is Pradhana with Agasha, Vayu, Agni, Mahabhutas. So here, while all the dosha upakramaniya, then Divido upakramaniya is coming. When the coming to the Divido upakramaniya, the acharyas starting with the Prithvi, Panchamahabhutas. They're starting with how we are going to select the treatment as per the Panchamahabhutas. So whenever the patient is coming, if the patient is very stout, we need to go for Langana therapy. The person is very weak, we need to go for the Brahmana therapy. Like that, only the simply on the basis of Panchamahabhutas they are selecting is wonderful because 13 chapter is Dosha Upakramaniya. So there itself they explain how the Dosakshaya, Pragoba, Prashama is happening and what is the Vata Upakrama, Pitta Upakrama, everything is explained. But afterwards, as for the disease concern they are coming, they are classifying according to the Manjamahabhutas. It's a wonderful concept because if the because body is nothing made out of Panchamahabhutas. So if Prithvi Jala Buddha is Pradhana in the body, then we need to go for the Langana with Vayu Agasha Agni Bhutas. If Agni Buddha, Vayu Agasa is Pradhana, we need to go for Brahmana with Prithvi Jala. Like that only they are concerning. So always in the class I used to tell, if you take any material, if you take I am having one banana or one mango in my hand, that mango also made up of Panchamaga Buddhas. It's made up of Panchamaga. I am also Panchamaga Buddhas. I am taking the mango. So right now I am not having mango in my hand. It is entered. Right now the digestion is going on. So during the digestion, the Kosta Avasthabhaka, it is disintegrated. Then it is actually then next day Budagni Bhaga, Swam Shum Buddha, Swam Shum Swam Shum Budagni, Swam Shum Buddha Pachati, Budam Pushyati, like they are telling. So that whatever the mango is there, and it was disintegrated, and it was divided as Panchamaha Buddhas, and that Panchamaha Buddha is nourishing to the body, Panchamaha Buddhas. If the whatever I'm taking Ushna food, it will increase the Ushna Prithvi Agni in my body. If Prithvi Jalams I am taking, so it was disintegrated and increasing my Mahabhutas. So this is the concept we must think here. Whenever there is a coming to the treatment, Acharyas looking in that Panchamahabhutika concept. So we'll see how we are seeing. So whenever the patient, Acharya telling you, just the patient is enter the room, first you think whether he is, which Buddha is Pradhana is there. By looking we can see which Buddha is there. Accordingly you select. The next slide. Next slide please. Then the Dubito Upakrama, again it is classifying as Shaddopakramas in the basis of Ushna and Shita. So Ushna, that in the Ushna, that all the Langanas, the Shaddopakramas, all the Vakpadas and Charagas clearly explaining in the basis of Ushna and Shita only. So again the Langana is classified into the sub-classification, can tell us is a sub-classification, Urukshana and Svetana. And as well as the Brahmana, again it is two more classifications coming, Snehana and Stambana. So the Upakrama, Dvida Upakrama, again Acharyas slightly classifying, little classifying is there. So as per the karmas, Dvida Upakrama only, but little bit changing, in the guna is changing. So Langana again is classifying into Rukshana and Svetana. As well as the Brahmana is again classifying in that subclass. We can tell in the subclass like Snehanam and Svetram. We call it is a Shaddupakramas. So we must understand how Acharya in the Dvidopakrama Adhyaya and Langanya Brahmani Adhyayas, they explaining how we need to select. For that, you must understand the nature, how the nature is, because our is the nature science, how the prakriti moving, same our body cycle also moving. So if you understand the prakriti, the same thing happening in our body. So before going to the next slide, before going to the next, I will explain how the prakriti is going, how the snehana, svedana, um, Svedana, Langana, and Rukshana karmas are happening in the Prakriti. We will see the things, then I will go for the further. Kindly go to next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, because sorry, because of the time, and just draw the picture and I put it. So it is central line is coming 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., then 10 p.m. to 2 p.m., and 2 p.m. to uh, 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 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So if it is a morning, the sunrise, then sun is getting high, then again sun is coming. So here, then again the moon is arising, then the moon is coming up, then it is coming down. So here I like to explain how that Svedana karma is happening, Langana karma is happening, um, Rukshana karma and Sneha karma, Brahmana karma, Samana karma is happening in the external. The same thing happening in the internal also. I like to tell, if you going to the morning in that field, in the grass field, if you go in the all the grasses, there are small snow will be there. The snow will be there in the 6 o'clock morning. If you go there in the snow, you can see the snow or water particles all around. So there is some solid material is there, that like a snow is there. When the sudden appearance of the sun is coming, there that snow is start melting. Here it is called Svedana Karma. The early morning is happening the Svedana Karma. The same thing is happening in the Vasanta Kala. So there is a kapha is there. It is a Sita Stamba Gauravam. Wherever the Sita Stamba Gauravam is there in the body, there we need to give the Svedana. In the nature also, the morning there is a Sita Stamba Gaurava is there. Sita, there sudden appearance of sun. Then there is a starting melting. The melting of snow is starting. It is called Svedana Karma. Whenever the body is also craving Sita, Stamba like quality, there Svedana is indicated in our book. Like same in the external. Then when the sun is going very high, that means in the 12 o'clock it is reaching its highest point. That time all the waters are start evaporating. There is a Langana karma is happening. Langana karma is happening. Even our body also morning there is a cold, then our afternoon there is a sweating is starting. There is a Langana karma in macrocosm is happening. In our body also. The Langana means lagukaram. It is reducing the things, reducing in our body as well as that whatever it is, it start evaporating, the reducing. It's a langana is happening in the external. Then if you see that evening, there is a full of dryness. If you go to the evening, that the grass is full of dry, because there the sun is coming down. The sun is coming down, so so total thing is happening in the airfield only. The vayu is there. In that vayu only that the sun is appear, because vayu is getting, because vayu is yogavagi, yogavagi. The vayu only getting the heat, and the heat is in high. That time the langana is happening. Then heat is coming down. The coming down slowly is coming down. Then the heat is coming down. That vayu quality, vada sita ruksha quality is increasing. So there is a rukshana is happening in the external. Rukshana is happening in the external. So in our body also, wherever there is doshas are there, drava dosha is there. There we need to do the rukshana karma. The external. So this is actually the whole thing is called langana. It is because from the Panchamahabhuta once no, it is Vayuvagasa, like it is melting down and evaporated and it was disappearing. This all called Langana, but in the Langana, the first space is called Svedana, And second phase, the last phase is called Rukshana. Rukshana. So in the Langana also, whenever the Ushna Tikshna is there, it is Vedana. Then when that Laghu Guna is happening is Langana. Then wherever that Vayu Agasa, Vayu is coming up, and the Rukshana is coming, Rukshana. So the morning 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you see that Langana in the Ushna nature is happening, Ushna in the Ushna, um, in the sun, the Langana is happening. Then evening, if you see evening, then moon is start appearing, and it is coming up, and it is in the here. So the whole night in the Sheetam, you see the early morning, suddenly that snow is again coming. How it is forming, we will see. It is the Brahmana is happening. In the Brahmana, the first part of the Brahmana is um, Sneganam, Sneganam, then Brahmanam, then third part of Brahmanam is Samanam. How it is happening, we will see. How the snow is forming in the Brahmana. First, we see how that snow was melted and evaporated and disappeared. The Langana, the whole Langana thing we see. Right now, we will see how that snow is formed. And we also getting, whenever we are went to sleep, morning we are refreshing. That is a tarpana is there. How we are also getting nourishment. The Brahmanatva in the Sita will see. So whenever there is a moon is coming down, whenever there is a moon is coming, sorry, sun is coming down in the air, the sudden appearance, then that evening time the moon is appearing. So when moon is appearing, so there um, sudden shita quality is coming over, shita snigdha quality is coming over, and there actually snehana is happening. Always if you take, whenever the sneha is we are putting, always the ushna will increase actually. Here the Saumya Guna is coming. Saumya Guna is coming. Whenever there is a Saumya Guna is coming, all the if you go to the seashore in the evening time, if the cold wind will come and touch in the floor, in the ground, automatically whatever the heat is there, it will come up. So when like that, when the moon is coming in the evening time, it is coming and touching our body or in the environment. Whatever the heat already it is, it will start come up. It will start come up. It is we will call it Saratruda Pitta Pragopakala. All the heat is coming up because of Shita Shaumya Guna. That all the heat is coming up. It is called coming up. So that all the heat is coming up. There is a moon again. It is going very high, very Shita quality is going very high. So whatever the heat is coming up, because of the cold of moon, because of the cold of moon, it is converting as a drava. So if the heat waves are coming and if you are cold, if you make cold, it is automatically converted to drava. So there only it is called Brahmana is happening. Brahmana is happening because whatever that heat wave is coming, but the moon is very high and very shita in nature. So whatever heat wave, it is converting as water molecule, water molecule. Then after that, the moon is coming down there, coming down in the Vayu space, in the Vada space. So Vayu Shita also, in Vayu also Shito, the moon is also, the Shita is more, but Vayu Lahu Karaguna is coming. Lahu Karaguna coming. So because of Shita Lahu Karaguna, what are the water particles is there? No, because of high cold and Shita Kara, it is converting as a what else? The size and shape means the snowball. If you are putting that water just in that cube, you are putting in that refrigerator. What happening? There is a continuous sheet of ruksha is coming. All the water is converting as a ice bar. The same thing happening in the external. So what are the water molecule is there? That Brahmana thing is happening. Then again, it is converting as a solid mass. Early morning we are seeing. This is called Stambhana Guna. Stambhana Guna. Stambhana Guna is always, if you see, Stambhana Guna is Sita Ruksha. Sita Laghu Guna is actually. Sita Laghu Guna and Kara Guna. These all are making the snow. So early morning we are seeing. So this is the Brahmana. This is the Brahmana. Every day is happening. Every day there is a Langana also happening. In the Ushna there is a Langana, and the Shita there is a Shita means Prithvi Jala Amsa in the Shita. So this is Divido Upakrama, Langana and Brahmana, the Acharya is telling. There is only 2 Upakramas in the thing. But in that, Shat Upakramas are coming. Shat Upakramas are coming. So, Shat Upakramas are coming. We will see actually one by one. One by one Upakramas we will see. So, if you take the Svedana, Svedana is indicated. Svedana, wherever Sita Stamba Gaurava, Svedana is indicated. And where the if you take the Langanas, Langana, again, the Langana types of Langana, if you take that Langanas are 2 types, Samana and Shodhana. Shamana and Shodhana. If there is a Bhagudosha is there, so Bhagudosha is there, the person is very fit and very fit. There is Kapha Meda, Asra, Mala with Kapha, with Vata. There the Shodhana therapy is indicated. If there is a Bhagudosha Avastha, there is a Shodhana is indicated. If it is a Matima Dosha is there, Tibana Pachana drug is Pachana Vyayama is indicated. If it is Alpa dosha is there, Langana, that Upavasha is indicated. So if you take in Langana, in the Langana, so many factors are coming. So many kramas are coming. All the panchakarmas are coming into the Langana, because if there is a Bhagudosha is there, we can eliminate it. If there is a Pachana is also coming under Langana, and all the Samana, Shamana, Deepana, Pachana, Shud, Trud, Vyayama, Atapa, Maruda, all the things are coming under Langanas only, Langanas, Langana Kramas. Um, if there is Ama is there is Ama Pachana is also coming under this Langana. Then again, where the Rukshana, how the Rukshana factor is coming, Rukshana. Here, if you see that guna wise, if you see Langa, that everywhere, Tikshna Ushna will be the common. Tikshna Ushna will be the common. In Langana, Lahu Tikshna Ushna. In the Rukshana, the Ruksha will be Pradhana. The Ruksha Tikshna Ushna. Rukshna Tikshna. So the next, what is happening? The Rukshana Karma. If you take, for example, Kushta and Pramega Vyadis, Kushta Pramega, there already all the doshas are in Dravatva. Doshas are in Dravatva. There is no need of Svedana. There is no need of Langana also. Langana. There the Rukshana is indicated. Even Pandu, all the Pittaja Vigaras, there the Rukshana is indicated, because if you take that Pramega and Pandu, in Pramega, all the doshas and 3 doshas are getting the Dravatva. It's indicate already body is having the Ruksha Svedana Guna, because all the doshas are getting Drava. So it is going out. In that condition, we should not give, we need to dries up that all the water. We need to dries up the water. It is a line of treatment. Here, we should not give more Ushna, Tikshna Ushna. So Racharya telling there, Rukshana Karma is indicated. So when the Trifala, like Trifala, Gugulu, like Rukshana is indicated. So the Rukshana Karma we need to give. Rukshana Karma we need today. So here, I like to tell the examples how Acharyas are formulating the yogas here. Because Divido Upakrama, they told, Divido Upakrama, so Langana and Brahmanas. So if the patient is coming, we are going to give the Langana. Langana. Then next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Here, we see in this is just one straight line. Langana, Svedana, Langana, and Rukshana. Svedana, Langana, and Rukshana. So, if the person is coming, yeah, I will tell you there is a Amavata person is coming. Amavata person is coming. Here, I am going to give the Yogaraja Guglu. Why I am going to give the Yogaraja Guglu? Here, Yogaraja Guglu is having all the Ushnavirya drugs, and little Amurt and Guglu. Guglu is there. Guglu is there. So here, all the Amapachana will happen, because it is indicated in Amavada. It will do all the Amapachan. Yogaraja will do the Amapachan is there, because it is having more Ushna Tikshna energy, Chitraka, Panchakola, everything is there. It will do all the Amapachana. The Langana is happening, as well as there the Gugulu and all there. It will do the dries up that the Snigdha Guna, Abhishyanti Guna in that area. There the Gugulu, Yogaraja Gugulu. So it will do the Pachana as well as the Rukshana, as well as the Vedana Stapaka also, it will happen. If you take in the Simhanadugula or Kaisharugulu, the Simhanadugulu, if you took, it is having the Trifala and Trifala, Gugulu, Shalpar, and Yeranda Tailam. Here, what is telling? Here, Pachana will happen, Trifala is there, Rukshana will happen, then the dosas are getting dries up. If there is excess of dosha will be there, and because of Yerla Tela, it is send it out. Um, it will get eliminated. So the two karmas are happening. Two karmas there. Rukshana karma as well as in that Shodhanam. Means in the Langanam itself, there is a Bhagudosha Avastha. Shodhana is indicated. All the Vamana, Vrechana, Vasti, Nasya, everything is coming under Langana only. There is a Shodhana is also happening. In Kaisharagula also. In Kaisharagula, the mainly Thiruvarut and Dandi is there. And Ruksha, it will doing the Ruksha as well as the Shodhana. Shodhana quality is there. So by seeing the patient, we need to whether this patient is only need Amapachana and Vedana Stapaka, or this patient Amapachana and Rukshana and Vedana Stapaka. Otherwise, Pachana and Shodhana and Rukshana. Otherwise, if you take the Trifla Guglu, it is only Trifla and Pipali and Guglu. Here, mainly that Rukshna only is there. There is a no Ruksha Ushna Tikshna will be the Pradhana in Trifla Guglu. If you take in Kaishara Guglu, if you take, it is also Trifla is there, but Dandi Dravanti is there. It will do that Pachana and means expel the doshas and dries up the doshas. Like that, the deviate action will be there. But if you Trifla Guglu, if you take, it will do only the Rukshana and Vedanastapana, because it's a Trifala and Gugulu. So like that, because Acharya telling, if you are the patient is coming, you are going to Langana, you are going to do the Langana, but we need to decide the patient is need a Langana, whether he need a Ruksha Langana or already all the doshas are in Sita Stamba Gaurava. In the Sita Stamba Gaurava, because doshas are in dosha dusha samurchana avastha, there in the Langana we need to give more and more Tikshna Ushna, because there is Sita Stamba, Tikshna Ushna, we need to melt the doshas, we need to Vishyantana, Vilayana, we make a Vishyantana and Vilayana of the doshas, then only we will separate the doshas. There, that if you see the Yogaraja Guru, that all the Ushnavirya drug will be there, Chitraka, Pippali, all the Ushnavirya drug will be there. So there, because there is a, what will tell, lot of Svedana is happening, the Pachana, Tipana is happening there, Pachana, Tipana happening. Then after there, uh, so my thing is actually, but Amavada is there. Amavada, what we do? Amapachana is need to be happen. Amapachana is need to be happen. Amapachana as well as Dosapachana. Dosapachana is there. There, Yogaraja Gulu is very working, very working. Sometimes in if Kaishara Gulu in conditions, there is a need of Pachana as well as Shodhana. The Pachana, Shodhana as well as Rukshana. All three is needed means. Because in the Langana only it's all coming, Langana only. So there we need to select Kaishara Guru, Simuna Guru like. If only the Rukshana is needed, because there is Dravatva is there. Tripla Guru most of the time it is indicated in Vrana. Vrana in Google Panjabalam also Vrana, Pramega, Kushta and all. Pramega, Kushta, Nadi Vrana is there. So there already Dadubaga is there, already Ushna is there, but there is a need of Langana. But the Acharya there, they didn't take all the means people much more Ushna Tikshna Aushadi. Only Trifala and Guglu. Just they're making the Ropana quality only. Just they are dries up the areas only. So this is the thing. How that whenever the patient is coming, we are going to do the Langana. We need to see the dosha avastha there. Dosha avastha is there in Sita Stamba Gaurava. Go for the Svedana. If the doshas are in Drava avastha like Kusta, Pramega, or somewhere in Pandu, Kamala, like the condition, if there we can't give already doshas are dhrotva, there we need to do that rukshana, because if you take all the yogas, it will be have that rukshana properties only there. And if the Bhagudosha Avastha is there, there we need to do that Langana, like Vamana, Vrechana and all. If there is Alpa dosha is there, or Matima dosha, Pachana, Alpa dosha is there, Sud, Rut, Vyayama, Vyava, all the kramas is coming under Langana. Um, so once we understand what is Langana, then accordingly only that all the yogas are made out of it. All the yogas are made out of it, and we can select it. For example, if you take, I can tell in different yogas, Indiganta Kashayam. There is a Indiganta Kashayam. Indigantam plus in the Indiganta Kashayam, Dashimulam and Panchagolam is there. Dashmula and Panchagola. It is like it's a, so the Svedana Kashaya can, because Panchagola is so much of Ushna Tikshna will be there. It will make the Svedana. There is one more Kashaya, is a Dashamula Panchagola Kashaya. In Dashamula Panchagola Kashaya, the ingredients if you take Dashamula Panchagola Dandi Tiruvrat. So there it is indicated in Udara Chikitsa. Dashamula Dashamula Panchagola Kashaya. If you see that it is available in the market, it is Dashamula Panchagola Dandi Tiruvrat and Trifla is there. What is do? It will do the Svedana. Panchagola will do the Svedana, as well as it will eliminate the doshas, because Dandi Tiruvrat is there. It is doing the Langana, Svedana and Langa. It is eliminating, and Trifla it is little bit dry up also there. In Udara is there. Like that, they are the formulation of the yogas. So, what we need to do in Indiganta Kashaya, only that there Indiganta Kashaya only it is indicated as Mahautara, Gulma, Jora like there. In that, if you want again added to eliminate the doshas, the Dasmola, we need to add Dandi Druvrit. And again, if you want to dry up the area, we need to add a Trifla. So there, what type of Langana you are going to select? Accordingly, that yogas are coming. According the yogas, all the yogas are coming. For example, if you take in uh, if you take Acharya very clearly telling that Vata with Sleshma, Kapha, Pitta, Mala, Rakta, and then all the conditions, Langana is indicated. But where what we to do accordingly. If time permit, I will explain one more yoga. So, I used to read the yogas are like that only. Then it easy to understand. Same thing it is follows in the Brahmana also. Brahmanam also. The Brahmanam because of the no timing and all, the slates was not clear. I think next time I will make it clear, and how that in the Ushna also here the Ushna is the same slate in the Brahmana I made, but the problematic the same thing is happening there. Okay. For example, in Rasana Yarandadi Kashaya, if we take Rasana Yarandadi Kashaya and Ashtavarga Kashaya, if we take. In Ashtavarga Kashaya, Balasagasa, Rasana Yaranda, Surada, Jundi, Nirgundi, Lashunam. In that last Nirgundi Lashunam, the two drugs, all the six drugs will available in Rasana Yarandadi Kashaya, all the six. Additionally, Adivisha, Musta, Vasa, Ikshu, all the Shitavirya drug will be added in the Rasana Erandadi Kashaya. Rasana Erandadi Kashaya indicated in Vada Rakta. Vada and Rakta is there indicated. But Ashtavarga Kashaya is where is Vada Abhaga. Where is Vada is whenever there is covered, there Ashtavarga Kashaya. So here also, Vada is covered. Here there was more and more Ushna they are added. In that more Ushna added with Lashuna with Nirgundi is more Ushna, so it make that the more Svedana effect. But in Vadarakta, that much of Ushna is not needed because Lashuna Nirgundi they are removed. In that they added Shati, Vasa, Sadavari, Musta, like the Shitavirya drug to common shade that reduce that heat also like that only that all the yogas acharyas made out of by seeing the langana, whether in a what form, if the doshas are in Bhagdosha avastha or Amavastha, or Alpavastha, or Madhyamavastha. Madhyamavastha, we need to see. Then dosas are in Sita Stamba Gaurava. It is in dosha, dushya, samurchana avastha. There Svedana, like we give the more and more Ushna Ushadi, like then like Yogaraj, more Ushna. Then there is Amapachana will be there. Amapachana will be there. There is a Vedana Sthabana drug also will be there. Like that they are making. If Bhagdosh Avastha is there, Bhagdosh Avastha there, we need to eliminate that doshas in that. So there they are in that Svetana or Svetana, Ushna Tikshna, Rukshna Ushadi, they are adding that some Bhagdosh Avastha, Thiru Dandi like that, they are eliminating also. So there is in the Langana itself, we can select that which we need. Like that, Acharya is very clearly telling in the Langanya Brahmani Adhyaya, dosas are three, but it is a multitude active because of fermentation and combination. So much of 63 type is there, so many of diseases are coming. Accordingly, accordingly, uh, so since that in the Sati with the Upakrama also, you can combine and do it like. Right now we see in the Langana how can combine with Rukshana and Svetana. Even if you take Langana and Brahmana also, you can combine, we can work it out, work it out. Because if you take in a Guglu Dikta Grata, because if all the Vada Vyadi, if it is in Avarna Vada Vyadi, first we will start with the Langana, then we will go for the Brahmanas. In some conditions, we need to do the both. We need to remove the avarna as well as in Vada, we need to remove the avarna as well as the Dadikshaya. In the there we need a Brahmana. In that time, we need to do Langana and Brahmana at the both the time. The better example is Gugludikta Grata. Guglurta Grata is doing Langana as well as it is in the Vatavyas, it is because of Grata, it is doing the Brahmana also. So Acharya is very clearly telling you can combine that these Upakramas. Upakramas. They Guglu and Tiktaka, if because Tiktarasa, it will reach that Asti, Sandhi, Majja and all. And Guglu is Medohara, Kafa Medohara, that whatever the Avarna is that it will remove. And at the same time, there is a Dadukshaya is there. The Dadukshaya need to be addressed properly. Then only there is need of Snigdha there. So the Snehanam also we are doing there. So there, Rukshana means there is a Kafameda, there is a Rukshana is happening, as well as the Snigdha also are happening. That simultaneously the dual action is happening. Like that also the yogas are mentioned. Like that also yogas are mentioned. That all the Spalasruti, that all the yogas and all understand the factors, because I can go and tell. If you take the Mahatikta Kashaya, Mahamanjistadi Kashaya, if you take in Mahamanjistadi Kashaya Palasruti, Ashtadashe Guste, Pramehe, Pakshahade, Ubadamse, Slipate, Medo Doshe, like it will come. Slipate, Ubadamse, Medo Doshe, Pakshahade, Pramege, Ashtadashe Guste. So it is where in Pakshahada also it is coming means which Pakshagada will come. It is not a Dadukshaya Pakshagada. So Kafamedo Avarna Pakshagada, Kafa Avarna Pakshagada. So the Kafa Avarna Pakshagada, Mahamanjista Dikashaya is indicated because it is indicated in Prameha and Kusta. Prameha Kusta Slipata also. There in Prameha, then we can take whether it is a Mahamanjista Dikashaya is Langana Kashaya, but more on Rukshna basis. Because it is indicated in Astadasa Kushta and Pramega, Astadasa Kushta and Pramega and Slipata. They are all the Dravotva the doshas. So Mahamanjistadikasha will come under the Langana, in the Langana space in more Rukshana. Wherever there is Kledatva is more there, Kledatva Abhishendatvam is there, but not a Sita Stambata Gauravam. It is Abhishenditvam is there wherever. There we are giving the Mahamanjistadikashaya. So like that only the Palasrutis are coming. So we need to understand this factor, because I did a lot of work, but because of the time being, and other slates also, because of technical, because I have a 2-3 computer I prepared, but not as a thing. So for any kasha, if you take, I'm getting Yes, if you take Gandharvastha Adhikashaya, if you take Gandharvastha, Kudasa, Vishwa, Patya, Punarnava, these all are in that. If you teach the Palaswati, Vada, Malashodhanam, Ruchyam, Malashodhanam, Ruchyam, um, mm, in that because it is doing Malasho, there is the Eranda is there. Here the Langana, it is doing more Langana property. It is not because Malashodhana, because Erandam and all, it's doing the Malashodhana is more. Malashodhana Kashaya, because it is having more in that Langana itself, it is Malashodhana, Bedana Kashaya, like it is coming. Shodhana Kashaya is it is coming. Uh, if you take, for example, I will always tell the person is getting the headache. If the headache was very, the person is having headache, but very heaviness is there. Headache was very heavy. Heavy is there. Then always still you go for the Varnadi Kashaya, because Varnadi Kashaya is Valladaga Ushna Kashaya is there. Vataga Urustamba and all indicated Vata Kafagram. There it is a heaviness in the head. So it will go and melt the doshas, and dosas will expel out. So Varnadi Kashaya is, but the person is getting that headache, and but with the heat, and already the dosas are coming out from the nose, because already dosas are in dravavastha. Dosas are dravavastha. We should not give that Varnadi Kashaya, because Varnadi is like little bit Ushna Tikshna and Langana Shobhava. Um, but it already the headache is there, but with the heat already dosas are coming out. There you should not give Varnadi Kashaya. There we need to give Ruksha Kashaya, like Patyaksha Datriyadi Kashaya. Patikya Dastra is Ruksha, it will dries up that what are the dravas. So here only we need to say, we need to do Langana, but what type of we are going to the Langana? Like that, if the Staulia patient is coming, Staulia patient, I can give the Staulia patient is if you see, touch that hands and all very stiff, Shita, Stamba, the heaviness is there. There you can go for the Kulatadi Kashaya, because all the doshas are in Stamba Avastha, there it will do the Vilayana. That because Kulatadi is Ushna Tikshna, the Langana Swedana, like it will do that what is Swedana type Langana, because it will melt it. But already person is little fat, but all the muscles are loosening and flaccid. There we should not give Kulatadikashaya. There we need to give Varadikashaya. It's a Vara is a Trifala Asana. There Varadikashaya is dries up that mass. So because it is doing Langana, in the Rukshana Langana is doing. So there is the difference. How we are going to select that Kashayas. So they because next that all the slates are missing. Anyway, I will try. So Duvido Upakramas only by seeing the person, whether you are going to Langana or Brahmana. So by the Langana, by seeing the person, what type of Langana we are going to do, we can select it. We can easily by the Prakriti, easily by the Panchama Buddha, we easily can assess, and we can select whether Rukshana and Bhagdosh Avastha or whatever. The same thing if you come to that uh, Brahmana, again the Brahmana is three Brahmana as well as Snehana and Stambana. The three things are happening in Brahmana also in the effect of Sita Virya. In the effect of Sita Virya. So all the kasha, all the materials, if you take whatever the Brahmana, see, if you take Vidari Adhikrita, it is um, where the snigdha is indicated, wherever the person is having the more rukshatva, the vyayama, chinda, madhya, stri, because there are a lot of rukshatva is there snigdha brahmana is indicated. Snigdha brahmana, we know all Vidari Adhikashayas and Gridas, Legia, so much of is indicated because the body is dries up. There is a brahmana in the form of snigdha we are giving. The snigdha we are brahmana. Brahmana is means Sita only. The Sita will be the more quantity, more will be there. And if coming to the brahmana, we take Madhava means Dadima. Dadima is very wonderful brahmana. Dadima the Manda. Dadima the Manda was very wonderful. There, when where it is indicated, where is a Krisha, because of the Vyadi Avastha, all the Gragani, Arsas, Kshatak, Sheena, even the Shosha, in the all the conditions. Um, even in the young, even in the middle-aged people, Vata Paitika or Pitta Vataja conditions, because the 20, 30, all the girls are, all the boys and girls are needed Brahmana. There no need more snigdha, but they need a direct Brahmana like Mamsarasa and all. Mamsarasa, all the Brahmana factor, Mamsa, Shira, Shira, Sharkara, Krida, like is indicated. There, it will directly going for the Brahmana. We will explain that slow one by one yogas. We can get it ideas. Then Samana or Samana, no, not the Stambana. Stambana, where it's indicated the Stambana, wherever the Pitta, because of the Pitta, Visha, Kshara, Agni-dakta, and Adishara, Pramega, Charding, in the in that conditions, the stambana is there. Stambana. If you see in that everywhere Shita, in the Brahmana, the Shitam, in Brahmanam, Shita Guru is a Brahmanam, Shita Lagu is a Stambana. We see Shita Lagu because Stambana means it is not a Drava in nature. Drava in nature, first itself we seen Stambana means what is the Stambana? Already in Snigdha Avastha, all the heat is coming out, and we see how that graph is in external is going. How when in the evening when the moon is coming, the Snigdha Guna, because of the Snigdha Guna, all the heat is coming out. Because of Shita, it is converted as a Drava, and again that moon is coming down in the air. Because of Shita Lagu Ruksha Karaguna, that all the air particles, the water particles, the Drava particles, all the Drava particles converted as a solid particle. It is called Stambana. The Stambana is always Shita Lagu Guna. Shita Lagu Guna, Karra Guna, all the things are there. And there, the Shita Lagu, it is Adisvedanam is there, continuous Adisvedanam. There we are doing the Stambanam, Adisvedanam. And Visha, it is always Ushna, Tikshna, Vibha, Vikashi, Gunas, it is spread like anything. So there we are giving the Shita, because Shita Lagu, immediately this Shita Lagu will penetrate inside, and because if the Shita Guru is not going inside, Shita Lagu Karaguna, it will go inside and stop that the spreading nature of the things. It is a Stambanam. All the Stambanam is mainly the Tikta Rasa. It is a Tikta Rasa or Madhura Kashaya Rasa. If it is Agni is good, we can go for the Madhura Kashaya. If Agni is not, the Tikta Rasa only, it's a Stambana Kashaya like it is coming. If you take in Pramega and Kushta, Kushta if you take, you will think that there is in Kushta, all will be come under the Tiktarasam. Tiktam, Mahatiktakam, Tiktam, Vajrakam, everything is will come Tikta. Actually, there, Svedram is contraindicated because there is, we need to think, there is actually in all the Kushta is Stambana is happening. Actually, first I told Rukshna, no, it is actually Rukshna is, Stambana is happening. Stambana, Shita Laguguna, Shita Stambana is happening because full in any kusta if you take, there is Stambana, Tikta Rasa will be Pradhana, Tikta, there is Stambana. Why there is a Stambana is indicated even in Kusta. Kusta, it is a big, because skin is Kleda Vidradi, because it is staff all the Kledas, control all the Kledas, withhold all the Kledas, and because of the excess of heat, because of the excess of heat in Kusta, excess of heat, it is continuously drying up that Rasa Rakta Mamsa Lasigas Snegas. Because of the heat, there is a oozing out and oozing out continuously like a pedigas like is happening. Dhadupagas are continuously happening. In Kusta, continuous Dhadupagas. There, the Tiktarasa we are giving. The Tiktarasa is giving to the controlling the Shita. There is a Shita Laguguna. It is making the Shamana like effect. As well as in Pramega, so not a Pramega, Adisara, then Gudaja is Tiktarasa. Like that only that all the yogas are here, the formulations are coming, all the yogas formulations coming, and So today, just I'm like to give that the hint how with the Dvido Upakramas, if you understand the Dvido Upakramas, the what in the Brahmana also. So by the Brahmana in the Stambana, it is Stambana Shita Lagu Gunam. So if you do continuous Stambana, then it will be the where continuous Stambana is there. There again, what we need to do, Svedana we need to do. So next day morning, what you are doing, Svedana. Someone after Svedana is coming. So like that, there is a rotation of cycle happening in the external. The same thing we are following in the body as well as for the treatment. The same thing was we are adapting, and the possible I will take that yogas as per the some yogas in the future classes in the coming classes. I will try to take some yogas to understand. So my conclusion is there. My conclusion this is understand the Langana and Brahmana in the Prithvi means Buddha base, Panchamuga Buddha base, and Guna base, and what you are going to do accordingly, we can select that yogas. Like that only that all the yogas are formulated all the because the Chikitsa is starting from these Upakramas. So what Upakramas we are going to take, decide and select that yogas. Otherwise, always the problem. We take that Pramega, Kapaja Pramega, Pittaja Pramega, and Vadaja Pramega, all the three Pramegas, the treatment is totally different. In Kavaja Pramega, Kafakara, we are going to Rukshana, we are going to give. But in that Vadaja Pramega, Pittaja Pramega, we need to give Stambana is a treatment. Stambana is a treatment. In here that difference are coming. In the initially the Rukshana is Ushna Guna, but Stamba Ushna Lagu Guna is there. In Sita Lagu Guna, the total things are changing. In Kavaja Pramega drug, you should not go into because there is a Ushna will be there. Ruksha Ushna will be there. The Kavaja Pramega drug is a Ruksha Ushna. You should not give into the Pittaja and Kavaja Pramega, Vataja Pramega. Why? If the Pittaja Pramega, there Shita Lagu Ruksha Guna will be there. There we should not. There is an interchange will be there. So all the yogas are formulated like this only. So next class, if possible, we will see that all the yogas accordingly. And if any doubts, kindly put forward. Put forward. I will ask. I will answer the questions. Hello. Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
class was interesting, sir. Can you
Okay.
hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Sir, explanation of Shatupakrama with the diagram was very interesting, sir. It was very clear, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma. But because of time limit, I just draw. Thank you very much. Any more
Sir, it
question?
was very clear, sir.
Thank you, ma.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir, we are having few questions, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, can venous incompetence in leg can be treated by Raktamokshanam, sir? Venous incompetence can be treated by Raktamokshanam, sir.
Venous incompetence can be because
In legs,
see
sir.
if there is a Raktadusti is there because in all the conditions we can't tell because there is a Raktadusti and the Rakta is there we can do or somewhere there is subsection we can do but not all the cases are um, ideal. Not all the cases are ideal. We need to check. We need to check that avastha.
Okay, sir. If a patient is in ascitic condition, can Shodhana therapy can be indicated, sir?
Yes, in Uttara, ascites Uttara only, there is Nitya Shodhana is indicated. So for that only I clearly told that even the doshas are in accumulated, highly accumulated. There Dashamula, Dashamula Panjagola the Kashayam is indicated. Dashamula Panjagola is in the Indiganda Kashaya also same ingredient. Dashamula Panjagola and Budi Garanja is Indiganda. But in this Kashaya, Dashamula, Panjagola and Dandi Dravandi Trifla is there in that Kashaya. There in this kashaya will do that if the doshas are in abhishanti form or means very stamba form it will melted and it will eliminate it because in ascites nidya shodhanam is nidya vrechana is indicated.
Okay, sir.
Ascites nidya vrechana there is we need to eliminate the doshas if We need to eliminate every day. Every day there is a Langana is indicated, but before doing the Langana, we need to make it that means dosas are in Stambhavastha. We need to give Panchagola like thing. We need to do the Pachana and all, and we need to do Pachana or Langana. Then we need to eliminate it. Like that only they because in that the Acharya didn't give only Tandi Thiruvat. It is mixing with Dashmola and Panchagola and all because their Pachana also and Tirufla is added Rukshana because it need to be dries up also. Like that only formulations are there. And in ascites every day there because if it should not be stored, the doshas should not be stored inside the stomach. It need to be eliminated out.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, in aged persons, Vada will be in more. And if they
Okay.
are suffering from some Kavaja disorders, when we
Hmm.
indicate Lankanam for them, won't it
Hmm.
aggravate the Vada, sir? And it won't cause any problem, sir. Vada increase and it won't cause any problem related to Vada, sir.
So because the vada is increased because of our Ruddha or Ruddha condition or it is obstruction means Srodha Dusti condition. First we need to otherwise in Avarna condition. First we need to remove that. Then only we need to treat that vata because most of the vada vriddhi it is happening. See, if you take any diseases, for example. Uh, if you take in Avarna condition itself, you take for Vadavyadi, it's a two Samprati is told in for Vadavyadi. One is Dadikshaya Dadikshaya or Avarna Janya. So in Avarna Janya, all the Avarna Janya, first what is Avarna? It is Kapha or Meda. We are first treating that Kapha Meda, then only we are going for Vata. Because it will overlap that it is over that it is in all the Dadikshaya area, it is there. So first we need to remove that, then we need to go for the Vata. Acharya very clearly told. Even I told that shloka also in Langana they're telling wherever the Sleshma, Pitta, Asra, Mala, Vata Samsarge, there we need to go for the Pachana. Means Langana only get told. In that Langana, what Langana we need to select? Means Rukshana or Snegana, Swedana we need to do. There, whatever the reason, you got it, I think.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if you take in one more thing, um, because if you take that kasa, in the kasa, what is Acharya telling? Akhato anila, that vada is not moving downward and it is coming to the urasthana, kandasthana, urakanda, kanda kamsya sabdena. That whatever that anulomana vada is there, it is coming up in the kasa. The vada only it is coming up. Why it is coming up in kasa? Because there any dust is going or because of sita, there is a mucosa are increased or some dust is going increased in that upper respiratory tract. It need to be removed out. It will be
Yes, sir.
removed out. For that, all the Anulomana Vata is taken as a Udana Vata. It is coming opposite gravity. It is coming up forcibly to the uras and throat and cirrus, and it is conscious of then. It is eliminating that all the mucosas and all. Because even it is Vata only, there is a Vata Kasa also is coming. So where if if they continuously wherever there is kapha is there, first we need to treat kapha, then pitta, then only vada we need to treat. Even though in vada vyadi there is avarna, first we need to treat avarna, then we need to treat vata. In some disease there is the sangha of kapha med. The Acharya very clearly told the in the thanks for the question. There is a one in Siddhisthana first chapter. Um, Kalpana Siddhi. Kalpana Siddhi Adhyaya, 12th sloka. If Acharya, the Shishya asking to the question, if that Sadhya Vigayadis, so Sadhya Vigayadis getting Asadhya due to Panchakarma, like the question. So Acharya telling, Kafamedobhyam Vadaruddena, Shula Shupti Shopa. If it looks like a Vada Lakshana, there is a Shula, but the Shula is because of Kafamedas Vadaruddha. In that, if you think of Vada Vyadi, if you are applying the oil or intaking the oil, again Kapha Meda will be increased and the further disease will be increased. So wherever the Kapha Meda is there, Acharya telling first you treat because of the Ruddha of Vada, these all the symptoms are coming. Okay, ma, clear?
Thank you, sir. It was very clear, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, no more questions, sir.
Thank you,
Now
ma'am.
let's have a short recap about the session.
Okay.
Dvivida Upakrama, Sir spoke about the Dvivida Upakrama according to Ashtang Hridaya in reference of Panchamahabhuta and its classification as Shat Upakramas. Sir also explained about the main ingredients and concept behind the indications of Yogaraja Gugulu, Simhanada Gugulu, Triphala Gugulu, Kaishora Gugulu, etc. Sir spoke about the Shita, Lagu and Kara Gunayukta Dravyas in preventing the spread of Visha. Thank you, sir. The session was very interesting, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Shall we move to the conclusion, sir?
Yeah, please.
A guru is a person who inspire you, they entertain you, and they end up leaving a ton of knowledge when even you don't know about it. On the behalf of Team I Ask Ayush, I would like to thank Dr. S. Rajapandi, sir, for making us understand the big topic in a very short time. Thank you, sir. We would like to see you again in the stage with one another topic, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I Ask Ayush. I Ask Ayush, founded and operated by Ayurveda professionals, and the team is committed to deliver its service in the field of Indian medicine, especially Ayurveda, in a genuine way without diluting or adulteration. We are conducting public awareness programs Anaivarukkum Arogyam for general public in Tamil language on every Saturdays at 6 p.m. and scientific section Siksha Ayurveda English on every Sunday evening 6 p.m. Thank you. Thank you, sir.